Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I thought I would do another weekly vlog because I really enjoyed the one last week and I've still got a lot going on, and I just feel like, I don't know, it just helps me get through the week if I'm vlogging. So I hope you're enjoying these vlogs too. Excuse the way I look at the moment, like my hair is a little crazy and I'm not wearing any makeup because I've just been traveling all day today. I think I ended the last vlog on Thursday. It's Monday now. Spent the weekend down in Bristol visiting my family and catching up with my friends. It was a really good weekend. It was like a little bit crazy in parts. I went and I got some filler in my chin and now I've got this massive bruise, and like it looks like I'm like growing a goatee, like a little soul patch. Not the injector's fault, it's me. I bruise like a peach, but yeah, I had it done on Friday and like it's Monday evening now and it's gotten bigger every day. So that's something we're dealing with right now. So I spent the weekend mainly with my family, but I also saw some friends. Saturday night I went to a fireworks display because it's bonfire night here in the UK. On Sunday we went to see the new Joker movie. So I went in there with like zero expectations because everybody told me that it sucks and is really bad, and I heard like just a lot of really bad reviews about it, and my friends who had already seen it told me it was bad, but I really enjoyed it. Like, I think I liked it as much as I liked the first Joker, so each their own, I guess. I know a lot of people complained about like there was too much singing, but for me I was like, I don't know, it made sense within the context of the movie, so it didn't bother me so much. And then today I just spent the morning with my nan. I like to spend as much time with her as possible, so it was really nice. Just didn't do anything much other than like just had many cups of tea and like sat and chatted all morning. And then I got the train back, so I've got back to Leamington now, back into my new room, and like the nice thing was I walked into my new room and it did actually feel like home. So I think we're getting there. It's still like a little bit messy and a little bit chaotic in places, but I just think I spent the whole of last week just trying to make it feel as homely as possible, and I definitely think that's paid off because I walked in and I felt really relaxed. So that's a win. Generally, it was a good weekend. I did have a couple of like negative moments. On Saturday, I went out for a walk with my mum. We went to like this little forest just outside Bristol, and I don't know what came over me, but like I just had like this absolute meltdown in the middle of the trail. Like we sat down on this bench and I was just like sobbing and like, not to like make my breakup like my whole personality or anything, but like if you've watched the last few of my videos, you'll know like I'm going through a breakup and I'm like basically starting life over and everything, and it just like the weight of that just sort of all of a sudden hit me, and like yeah, I'm just in public in the middle of this like trail in this woodland and just like sobbing my heart out to my mom. Like these people walking their dogs walking past, like, but I think it comes in waves. Like sometimes I feel great and then other times it just like it hits me and it's like, I don't know. So I was just there and I was like crying and I was telling my mum like, I'm never gonna feel happiness again. Like I can't remember what joy feels like. I was so over dramatic, but that's just like when I have these waves of sadness, that's just like how it feels to me, and it just hits me in like a really intense way. But I'm feeling a lot better about it now. I keep holding on to the fact that like there's so much, like yeah, I'm going through a lot of change at the moment. I'm going through like a really hard time, and like sometimes I do feel a bit sad, sometimes I do feel a bit lost, but also like I'm just trying to hold on to the fact that like there's so many positive things and there's so much to look forward to in the future. It's just trying to hold space for like both of those things, like grieving for the life that I lost and like grieving for my old relationship, my old home, my old routines and structure, but at the same time like being excited about creating new routines and a new life and like the possibilities for that. And I keep thinking like I can do anything now. Like there's literally nothing tying me to any one location. Like I can, like when I say I'm starting from scratch, I can literally start from scratch. Like I could, there's nothing stopping me from like going and renting an apartment in Paris and living in Paris for 6 months. There's nothing stopping me from like buying an old ruined farmhouse in like rural Italy and just doing that, or I don't know, buying a boat. Like I could literally do anything. I can go anywhere. I could just start traveling the world. Like that's kind of like the joy of being self-employed, the joy of being single, the joy of like not having a mortgage or kids. So instead of thinking of like all these things I don't have, I need to start thinking of like, oh, because I don't have these things, that then grants me the opportunities to do these other things. So that's kind of where I'm at. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to hold on to this week going forward. So yeah, the plan for this week, I'm still like getting my shit together basically. I think the room is a lot better, so I'm kind of going to shift my focus away from sort of organizing and decluttering. And I think this week's focus is going to be more on my own personal health and well-being. So like I feel like, yeah, whilst everything's been like in limbo and like going through all these changes with like the breakup and moving and all that stuff, like I've kind of let my well-being go, and I've been like eating like crap. I've not been like working out. I've let some like habits slide. I've let some like bad habits creep in. So this week's main focus is definitely like getting back on track with that stuff. There's a new hot yoga studio opened up in town. So I think I'm going to go along to a few of their classes and see if I like it. I've never tried hot yoga before, but it's something I've always wanted to do. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm just like, I think it's this excited for the future kind of vibe that I've gotten myself into. But I'm feeling like I want to take this opportunity of like being on my own to like, you know, I've got more time now. I don't have another person to worry about and I live alone. So it's like I can use that extra time to try a bunch of new things and maybe start some new hobbies and things like that. So I think hot yoga is a good place to start. Also going to try and get in the gym a few times. I've got therapy tomorrow. That's what this week's going to be all about, and I will try and take you along with me. Today I've just been on the train most of the day because I've been coming back here. But so I guess tonight is my last night of being unhealthy, of like wallowing in this post breakup self pity. So I think I'm going to get into my pajamas, order some Chinese takeout, watch a comfort movie, and honestly not feel guilty about it. I'm just going to do it and just enjoy it because that isn't something I've been able to do for a really long time. So that's my plan tonight. And then that's like my final unhealthy thing, my final blowout. And then as of tomorrow, I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be getting my shit together, getting healthy, embracing my winter arc, all that stuff. I've also still got some like chocolate and sweets left from Halloween, so I should maybe eat those tonight as well so that they're out the way. So yeah, I'll check in with you tomorrow, but it's definitely a positive start to the week. I'm feeling much less tearful than I was last week. Last week was like so much anxiety, so many tears. But this week I'm feeling pretty positive moving forward. So let's see how long that stays. This bruise looks so ridiculous. I really hope it goes soon. Good morning. It is about 10:15 a.m. and as you can see, I am yet to get out of bed. Today has not gotten off to a good start. I like barely slept last night. I was doing alright, like as you saw, I was doing alright kind of yesterday during the day, and then it just gets to the night and then like the anxiety gets bad and then like the tears come, and I was just really missing my ex last night. I think this is like the longest I've ever gone without like speaking to him, because I've not spoke to him now since last Thursday. So it's just starting to hit me now like how much I miss him. You know, because he was like my best friend. So it sucks to like not have him here anymore. So yeah, I was basically awake crying all night. I think I went to sleep around 5 a.m. and then I've been awake now for a couple hours, but I've just been kind of, I don't know, rotting away in bed. I've got therapy at 11, so I really do need to drag myself up now. I don't think I can stomach anything for breakfast, so I am actually going to skip breakfast and just have coffee, which I know is not the healthiest thing in the world. I feel like today is not going to be a great mental health day, so I think I'm just going to try and take things easy. I know yesterday I was like, oh, I'm going to go to hot yoga and all this, but now that motivation is worn off, and all I want to do is hide under my duvet all day. So if I can get myself out for even just for a walk, I think that would be a win. It gets so dark in here because I've still got my blinds closed, and it's practically, I mean, it's 10:15, it's practically like middle of the day. So I need to force myself to get up and like face the day now. So I had therapy this morning. I was feeling a little sad after therapy, and I kind of wanted to go home and just crawl under my duvet, but decided to come out here and go for a walk in the park, because if I'm going to be sad, I might as well be sad in nature. The leaves are so beautiful this time of year. Like, this is such a gorgeous park. So I feel like my face is looking really puffy today. I think it's from all the crying. I'm going to get myself a little coffee and a snack, and yeah, just enjoy the park. It's definitely colder than it has been. Like, I feel like the change in the weather. Even though it's like November, up until now it's been really mild, but today I'm kind of wishing that maybe I had like a hat or some gloves or something. Back home now after my little walk. I've just put these like vitamin C eye patches on because I cannot deal with how puffy my face is today. So I was on my way back from my walk and I noticed this little shop, like crystal witchy shop, which I had never noticed before, and like I wasn't planning on going shopping today, but I just like, I don't know, I just felt really intrigued by it, like really called to go in, and it was, you know, like one of those stores that has like lots of crystals, lots of like tarot cards and things. They actually offer tarot readings there, and I wanted to get one, but the lady said they were all booked up until December, so that was a shame. But I mean, I do have my own tarot cards, and like I've been reading tarot myself now for a couple of years, so I could just do a reading on myself, I guess, if I feel like I want one today. But sometimes it's nice to have someone else do a reading for you. They can pick up on stuff that maybe wasn't coming through to you. I might give them a call actually and book one in for December. But while still there, I made a few little impulse purchases, so I just thought I would show you what I got. So first off, I got this absolutely adorable little crow crystal. I think it's obsidian. I meant to ask the lady when I bought it, but I got distracted to her talking about the card readings instead. But I'm pretty sure this is. It's not focusing. I'm pretty sure that this is an obsidian crystal, and it's just carved into this little crow. So obsidian, if you don't know, it's for sort of like protection and clarity and grounding. I definitely feel like I could do some clarity and grounding right now, so I think that's why I just felt so like called to buy him. But yeah, I just think he's really cute. The only other thing I bought was this little oracle deck of miracle cards. I've never seen this deck before, so I'm not really sure what it's all about, but it says inspirational affirmations and life-changing tools. Miracles now. I feel like this is something that I could do with right now. And then it says on the back, when in doubt, put your hand on the deck and say, thank you, divine guidance. I need a miracle now. Show me what you've got. Trust in the guidance. Trust in the guidance you receive and let it inform your next right action. So I'm looking forward to using this deck with some of my other cards that I've already got as well. So yeah, that was a bit of like an impulse spending spree, but it definitely made me feel a little better, cheered me up a tad. I'm quite glad that I just took the morning to be like kind of slow and didn't really put any pressure on myself to do anything. Like I did therapy, then I went for the walk, then I sort of poked around the shops, and yeah, it was nice to just give myself that time to do that. And like one of the things I was talking about in therapy is how sometimes I feel really guilty for kind of what my therapist phrased as like living a gentle life, is in like because I'm self-employed, like I can pick and choose my own hours, and like if I, especially because like a lot of my income now is passive, it's like if I don't want to work today, I don't have to. And like I recognize that that's like extremely privileged and that's like a huge luxury that I have, but it makes me feel so guilty because I'm like, you know, obviously I'm going through a tough time at the moment, but there are other people going through a really tough time and they still have to like go to their 9 to 5 office job every day. And it makes me feel guilty for like having self-care days and having like today I woke up and I was like, okay, my mental health isn't great. I don't want to like rush into like, I don't want to get up early and I don't want to rush into work. I don't want to like force myself to do things. I want to like be slow and gentle with myself. And obviously like that's a really good thing to do and that's what I should be doing, but I feel so guilty for it because it is such a luxury. I just have to keep reminding myself that like for so long I was in this period of my life where I was just like working constantly and I was like really deep in that like hustle culture, and that's how I've been able to now build this life where I can be a little bit gentler and softer. And so like there's really nothing for me to feel guilty about. But yeah, it's hard. But yeah, so I've had a soft girl morning and now I think I actually am going to do a little bit of work this afternoon. Nothing too strenuous though, to be honest with you. I'm just going to do a bit of editing. I don't really have it in me today to like work on my blog. So yeah, I'm just going to take it slow and do some easy tasks, do a few things, just honestly for a distraction more than anything else. I might take some time to do a card reading now that I've got these. I haven't done one in a while, and I do actually feel like I need to connect with my spirituality a little bit because I've let that slip lately with everything that's been going on. So yeah, I'll do some work now and then check in with you later. My mum bought me this as a housewarming present. It's like a little frog mug. Like, how cute is this? It's got a little frog inside, so like when you drink it and the drink goes down, it kind of like reveals the frog. It's absolutely adorable. So I'm gonna go make myself a coffee with this now, and that's just gonna bring a little bit of joy to my day. did a little bit of work for a while, but I've just been reading now for the last hour or so. I'm wrapped up in a blanket because it is so cold in my room. Like, I've actually just gone online and ordered a little electric heater, which I was trying to avoid doing because like I'm already stressing about like the amount of stuff in my room. I don't really want to add to it, but I'm just so cold. So it had to be done. So the book I'm reading is called Single on Purpose, and it's not really the kind of book that I would usually read. Like, I don't really read books about like relationship advice and stuff, but my friend recommended it and she like swears that it's life changing, so I thought I would give it a go. I've only kind of read like, the first chapter or so, but I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to like getting into it. So it's about 5 p.m. now, and I've also booked a hot yoga class for this evening. So I am going to do it, even though I didn't really feel like starting it today, but I'm gonna force myself. I think it's something that's going to be really needed. Also, since it's so cold in here, I'm actually looking forward to being really warm. The class I'm going to, they call it like a nurturing flow. So I think it's a bit slower and a bit more like focused on meditation, and rather than like anything really strenuous. So I don't know, I think I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really nice. A couple of hours until then, so I'm going to have something to eat and then maybe do a bit more work. I'm still just trying to like take things really slow today and be gentle with myself, but I'm doing okay. I've stopped crying. I haven't cried since I got home from the park. So one of my roommates works in a food truck and she brought me home a little burrito bowl, which is like so nice. I really do have nice roommates. They looks really good. It's got like guac, refried beans, cactus, pico de gallo, rice. I'm very excited about this. So I'm just gonna sit and eat this now, watch a show, and yeah, then I'm gonna get ready for my hot yoga class, which I'm actually like really nervous about because I've never done it before, and it's heated up to like 37 degrees Celsius, and I'm just worried I'm gonna faint. Like, that seems really hot. I think this is gonna be really good for me though. I'm actually excited about it. But yeah, gonna eat my food, watch my show, get ready. This is really good. Okay, all ready now for hot yoga. Can't believe I have to go meet new people with this ridiculous bruise on my chin, but here goes. I'm just back from hot yoga, about to jump in the shower because I'm a hot, sweaty mess. But yeah, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it, really glad I went. It was really cool. Like, obviously, I couldn't film inside the room. You go into this like big purple pod and it's heated, it's 37 degrees. Yeah, it was really weird. It was kind of relaxing, but also it kind of felt like being in a womb. Really enjoyed it. Going back tomorrow morning. Actually felt really good when I came out. I like considered going into the gym because I was going to go and jump on the treadmill for a bit, like, because I just wanted to keep moving. But then I thought maybe that will wake me up too much because it's like 10 p.m. now. And yeah, I want to sleep tonight. So I didn't want to be like getting myself all energized. But I think today's been a really good like self-care day, and I'm definitely feeling better now than I did this morning when I woke up. I'm hoping I can sleep tonight. Hoping tonight will be the night that I don't cry myself to sleep. I will speak to you in the morning. Why is it that some girls look so good with like a slicked back pony, and then I try and it's giving Miss Trunchbull? I think it's because I have a giant forehead, a 5 head, if you will. But my hair is gross today and I don't want to wash it, so slicked back is what we're going with. I've still got my little soul patch bruise as well, so not feeling super glam today, I'm gonna be honest. So, good morning. So I got up this morning and went to my hot yoga class. I actually woke up at like 7 a.m. and then I didn't need to leave the house till 9. And I was up and I was awake, but like I didn't get anything, like I couldn't do anything. I wanted to like, in my mind, I kind of wanted to get up at 7 a.m. and like go through like the perfect morning routine. And I think this is like an ADHD thing, because I knew that I had to leave the house at 9. I just couldn't do anything. I literally just like froze. I need to figure out how to stop doing that. But it was still an improvement on yesterday, where I was like depressed and lying in bed till 10 a.m. So today I was up by 7, out of the house for 9. So this morning's hot yoga class was the more intensive class. I still really enjoyed it. Like basically the class is like this, you go into this huge tent and then they zip it up and they've got all these like heaters inside and they heat it up so it's nice and like warm and toasty, and they've got like nice music playing, they've got like essential oils, like low like lighting. It's, even though it was like an intense class, it was still like really relaxing. And then yeah, it feels good to be moving my body again after like feeling depressed for so long. Even though like I know moving my body is something that's gonna help me feel less depressed, it's still like really hard to do. But with yoga, in my head, it's not like, oh, I'm going to a workout class. I think of it more as like a mindfulness practice, and then that helps get me there. And then the fact that it's actually like good for your body and is a workout as well is like a bonus on top of that. So I definitely think I'm going to stick with it. Tomorrow I'm going to sign up for the early class, which I think starts at 6:30, just so I can then like hop out of bed and go straight to the class, to avoid that weird like ADHD buffering mode that I somehow got myself into this morning. I think going in the evening last night really helped as well. Like it definitely helped me sleep better. I slept so well last night for probably the first time since I've been here. Guys, I didn't cry myself to sleep. I literally just like read my book and then went straight to sleep. It was beautiful. So it's around 11:30 today. I guess other than like going to the yoga class, I've had quite a slow morning. Came back here, showered, did my skincare, put on some laundry, just pottered around. I've got some things I want to do today. I do need to do a food shop. I might do a little more work tidying up the room. I would quite like to get all this craft stuff organised, as well as I've got like a load of stuff just piled up on the top of my chest of drawers which needs organising. I've got another bag that I need to take to the donation centre, so I might spend a bit of time this evening just sorting out the room again. Other than that, I really just want to get into doing some work today. And I do want to go for a walk as well, because yesterday that really helped kind of pull me out of my funk. So I think I just want to keep on that momentum. Like I woke up feeling good today because I took all that time to practice self-care yesterday. So I just need to like keep the momentum going and not let myself like get back into the funk, or like not let myself like succumb to the like depression feelings. Like I know these feelings are gonna like, you know, they come like waves and they're gonna come back again and they're gonna go again. But I just want to like keep on top of things where I can, keep my mood as elevated as I can. And I guess that's just my intention with this week, really, is to just like be compassionate and gentle with myself, not put too much pressure on myself, because it has only been like a week since I've had this like major life change of like, you know, going for a breakup, of moving, of completely starting my life over, and I can't expect myself to be fully healed in a week. So gentleness, compassion, and a bit of self-love. That's the intention for the week. I feel like I should put on some makeup, but at the same time I'm like, what's the point? Because I'm not really like going anywhere or seeing anyone today, and the skin feels all fresh from my skincare. But then I keep seeing myself on camera and I'm like, oh god. So one thing I've been finding with the yoga, and like I found this when I've practiced yoga in the past, but like I get really competitive and I need to like call myself out on it, because like I know that's not like the spirit of yoga. But like I find myself looking around the room and being like, you know, oh, can I stretch deeper than the other people here? Like, am I more flexible than the other people here? And it's ridiculous. Not the spirit of yoga at all. The only person I should be in competition with is myself, like pushing myself to get deeper into the stretches. I don't know why I'm like this. I've always been like it. It's like an overachievement thing. Like I I'm always in competition, even when no one else knows that it's a competition, and I always need to be the best. And it's something I've been working on in therapy a lot because it leads to a lot of my issues with like burnout and things like that, and perfectionism. And yeah, it's just not good for the soul to be like that. Like, you don't have to be the best at everything. You don't have to overachieve. You don't even have to be good at everything. You can do yoga and be terrible at it as long as you enjoy it. And like, that goes for any hobby or activity that you put yourself through. Like, you don't have to be good at something. And it's like, I need to keep reminding myself that. Um, and I was trying to be today, I was trying to be like really mindful of that. So I think noticing it is the first step, catching myself doing it, and then I can tell myself not to. But yeah, that's something to keep working on. Oh, and I just remembered I need to post a Vinted parcel as well, because when I did my wardrobe clean out the other day, I've already sold like one item. Um, Most stuff I still need to actually put up online. I've only put a few things up, but I have sold one, so that's encouraging. And then the rest, I don't think I'll do it today, but that's just gonna be like a huge job in itself, is like taking pictures of everything and actually uploading it to the app. I'll link my Vinted below if you do want to check it out. But yeah, pretty glad that I sold something. All right, so that's it for now. I think I'm just gonna crack on with some work. I feel like today started off so well. Like, I had the best intentions for the day, and then just as the day's gone on, the kind of depression and anxiety have crept in. I've done nothing today. I've gone to yoga, I've done laundry, I've made lunch. That's about it. I didn't really do any work. I ended up just editing last week's vlog instead, which isn't work because even though I'm a content creator, my YouTube isn't monetized yet. Like, this is a brand new channel. So YouTube is just a hobby. I should have been working on my blog or updating my UGC portfolio or pitching collaborations. My blog is my main source of income, and I've just pretty much neglected it for coming on for 2 months now. I just don't have the motivation to do anything. Like, I used to be so passionate about working on my blog, and like, it's all I wanted to do all the time. Like, I would just work, and then I just got burnt out, and then I got depressed, and now the things that used to make me so happy, I just can't do them anymore. And I think this time of year doesn't help because it's only about 2:30, and already I've had to put the lights on because it's so dark. It's absolutely freezing cold. My new electric heater hasn't arrived yet, so my room is still freezing, so that's not helping. The sky's been grey all day. So yeah, I think I'm dealing with some depression, a side of heartache, and a sprinkling of seasonal depression, and some untreated ADHD for dessert. I just feel so useless when I feel like this. I don't want to cry on camera because I did that last week. I really just want to take a nap. Not even because I'm tired. Just because I don't want to be awake. It's just so cold. Like, I've got no control over the heating in this house, and I swear it only comes on for like 20 minutes a day. and the rest of the time it's just fucking freezing. I still need to do a food shop. And I still want to go out for a walk. But first I'm going to nap for a bit. Hello! I am feeling so much better today. I have not really vlogged for the last couple of days because it got to like Wednesday afternoon and I just started feeling like crap, like absolute garbage. And yeah, I've just been kind of like wallowing in that for the last couple of days, but it's actually been really nice because I woke up yesterday and I just realized that like, I don't know, it's like my body was just telling me to stop, and I decided like I was just going to allow myself to spend the day however I wanted. So I basically just binge watched Netflix all day long, got a takeaway, isolated myself from the world a little bit, and I did it all kind of guilt free. And I was just like, you know what, like, I'm being too hard on myself. Like, I keep trying to push myself to be productive, but actually, maybe I just needed a day of doing nothing. Like, I'm trying to heal, and why am I beating myself up about being productive when I'm healing? Like, if I was trying to heal something physical, like, I don't know, say I had a broken leg, would I be like beating myself up being like, why are you not running laps? Why are you not doing jumping jacks when you've got a broken leg? No, obviously not. You would take time to rest and let it heal. And I guess lately I've just been kind of thinking that's how I need to treat myself, healing from this depressive episode that I've been going through, from the heartbreak that I've been going through, from the anxiety. Like, I just need to give myself time to just stop and do nothing and not feel bad about that. So I kind of like had that revelation with myself yesterday. And then for the first time, literally ever, I just spent a day doing absolutely nothing without feeling any kind of guilt or shame about it. And I think it's done me well because today I woke up feeling kind of refreshed and ready to take on the world again. So yeah, if you're anything like me and you struggle with this constant need to be productive, like, just know it's okay to just stop sometimes. It's okay to just admit that you need a break and to like take that time and not feel guilt or shame. It's more than okay. Like, we can't constantly be pouring from our cups. We need to take time to fill our cups as well. And like, yeah, sometimes that looks like going to the gym and taking vitamins and socializing and doing all the healthy habits, doing your skincare, like whatever. Other days it looks like being a literal sloth, like a couch potato, and just vegging out and doing nothing. And that's completely okay too. It might not be as aesthetic or trendy or whatever, but that is a perfectly valid form of self-care. I've got a few things to do. I'm going to do a food shop. I need to buy a new pan because my pan went missing from the kitchen and I'm so mad about it, but whatever. It is what it is. So I'm just going to buy a new one. I need to do some meal prepping for the weekend. I think that's going to make me feel a bit more like I've got my shit together. My room needs a bit of sorting out. You can probably see like my laundry behind me, so I need to put that away. My new electric heater came, so I need to get that set up. So yeah, a few little like household chores and things to do today. Also, excitingly, I'm going on a trip to York tomorrow, which I completely thought was happening in a week's time. So I haven't planned anything or booked anything. And then my friend today reminded me that it's actually tomorrow. So need to get that sorted, book hotels, book trains, plan what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I've got a few emails that need to be sent, just kind of life admin type stuff. And then I've got my yoga class this evening. So today should be a nice mixture of both productive and self-care. I'm still not jumping back into work, but I am kind of doing some like life type productivity. So this bruising on my chin is still really bad, and it's actually getting worse because I now have a bruise here and here, and a little tiny one up here as well, and it's like, it's now been over a week, and I wasn't expecting this level of bruising, but it is what it is. The reason I'm going to York tomorrow is I've got an event to go to, and I'm kind of hoping that my concealer will be able to cover it, because yeah, it's looking like I've been in a fight, and that's not great when you're going to a party. Okay, so I'm gonna crack on with what I need to do, and I'll check in with you later. I've done so many little chores today. I've got loads of ticks on my to-do list. This trip to York is like so chaotic and last minute, but I've booked my train and I've booked a hotel, and then whilst I'm on the train tomorrow, because it's a 3-hour journey, then I'm basically just gonna plan my trip. It's fine, it'll be fine. So I've kind of finished my tasks for today, and I'm gonna get ready for yoga. So I'm back from yoga. It was so good again. What I really like about doing hot yoga this time of year is like, it's really hot when you're in there, and then you come out and it's like freezing outside. And it reminds me of when I was in Sweden, and like we went in the sauna and then jumped in like the frozen lake afterwards. Obviously it's not like that extreme, but that's what it reminded me of, and it just feels really good. So yeah, I've done 3 hot yoga classes this week, and I think this is a hobby I'm going to stick with. I've been really enjoying it. Today I found it a little tougher. I think maybe my muscles are a little sore from the other 2 classes, but it was fine. It wasn't anything that was like too strenuous. So it's like 8:30 now. I'm going to get some dinner. Really glad that I took the time to make it earlier, because I'm starving. I have dinner, and then I need to pack for my trip tomorrow, which I'm actually really excited about now, even though it's very last minute and I was completely unaware of it until this morning. So I think we'll end this week's vlog here. I feel like this week has been a bit of a weird one, because I really don't think I did anything. It was very much a self-care week, and definitely like my vibes have been up and down and all over the place. So if you're still watching, thanks for sticking with me. But I think I'll do a separate vlog for my trip to York, because that's kind of like a travel vlog. And I don't know how many of these kind of weekly vlogs I'll do in the future, especially on weeks like this when I'm not really doing anything. But if you did like it, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you would like to see more of this kind of realistic week in my life kind of content. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.